quite a few. Then you'll cut off one side of the potato, just want to flatten it a little bit. And then, using a mandolin, it's fitted with the French fry blade. These blades are a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch apart. And use a guard to hold your potato or a cloth. I'm using a cloth because sometimes the guards, which have these little points that hold the potato, make marks in the potato. I don't like those marks. So I am using a cloth and press down firmly, and you have really gorgeous French fries. Here's the French fries that we have cut. So easy, easier than a knife. Look how beautiful. Put them immediately into ice water because soaking the potatoes really, really well will remove the starch, and refrigerating them will actually make the final product crispier. Invest in a mandolin of this size if you're going to be making a lot of French fries. You can use a smaller mandolin like this for other kinds of potatoes. Different cuts of potato will have different results. Thinner cuts will be crisp throughout, while fatter or bigger cuts will yield a crisp exterior with a very creamy interior. We're going to cook them twice, in a deep fryer or in a pot on top of the stove. Heat oil till it's 300 degrees. I like using these big enamel cast iron. They are very good for frying. Now this one should be 300 degrees. The potatoes themselves must be very well dried. Anytime you're frying, fry food that is dry. I love doing them on these wonderful cotton flour sack towels that we have. I just love these. Let them dry very, very well. Now these are ready. So get those right into the 300 degree oil. Don't crowd the pot. When you add this much potato to the oil, or if you added it all, you might cause it to bubble over. Be very careful. All of frying is cautionary. You see how it's starting to bubble up? If I put too many in, we might have an eruption of oil and it'll get all over your stove and you will be so mad at yourself. It happened to me once and only once because cleanup is hideous. So it is now a little less than 300, so raise the heat. Make sure you get right back up there. Raise that temperature to 300, and this is called blanching. It's only for 3 minutes in 300 degree oil. After 3 minutes, remove the blanched potatoes to a paper-lined cookie sheet. Now I'm using a neutral oil, one that has a very high smoking point, soybean oil. You can use canola oil, oils that have the high smoking point and don't have too much flavor to impart to the fried food. Now I'm adjusting the heat. I have it on high now to bring it back up to 300 degrees. It does cool off. Now you can tell if they're blanched all right if you break it. Oh yes, and it's soft on the inside, a little bit cooked on the outside. That is great. It should be almost cooked through but not brown. My other pot of oil is ready to take these potatoes and put them in very carefully. You can put the blanched potatoes into the oil with the spider, and oil is at 360 degrees. It can be between 350, 360. And they're frying nicely. Look at the color these are getting. Oh, so nice. Very happy with these. Now the correct kind of thermometer to use is one of these that hangs on the side of the pot. And make sure it's accurate. You can sometimes knock it and break it, so just be careful and make sure that it is in good working order before you start frying. And here, drain them well on paper toweling. They're looking nice and crispy. Now while they're hot, salt them with kosher salt. I think it's important to put the salt on. And so good. So very, very good.